Hi everyone, it's Noelle from Mimsy's Whims, and I wanted to show you my completed page for Bona's telephone address Rolodex swap that she hosted. Here's the completed page. She picked out 13 papers from the Graphics 45 curtain call line, and this is the one that I picked. I really like this. I thought this would be great background, and I could do a lot with it. I wanted to put more accents on it, and instead of the background paper taking the full focal point, I wanted it just to be accent, and then the embellishments on the front would be more focal. So this is the one side of the paper. This is the one she chose, and just show you what the back side looks like. And I did incorporate this also on my page. It's made out of black medium weight chipboard that I got at Sizzix warehouse sale last November, and I cut the template out with my Sizzix telephone die on my new Cuttlebug, which was very exciting. She also it had to be lace and pearls, so I got some lace from Joann's, and I like this because it was all open, kind of reminded me of a curtain. And I put that along the top. And then what I did was, I'll just take it piece by piece here. I'll start at this end. This is a stamp that I got, and I think it's from Judikins. I've had it for a very long time. And what I did was I embossed it using gold glitter embossing powder, and that also I think is from Judikins. And then I did that on gray cardstock. And I took and I bleached where the lights come out. I bleached that so that it came out more of a whitish color. And when you bleach on cardstock, make sure that you test it first, because every cardstock, the bleach reacts different to the fibers and the color that's in the paper. I had one black, that piece of black cardstock that I had bleached, and when I bleached it, the actual color was purple. So go figure on that one. But what I did is I adhered this down on the bottom, and then on this side with score tape, so it's all open here. So you could stick anything in there. You can stick a picture or whatever. And then I included this Admit One ticket that came from the Tim Holtz Journey stamp set, and I included one of these in everybody's page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have more, but I'm going to use them for my tabs. So it'll be A, B, and then C, D, E, F, and then go so on and so forth. So I thought that was a cute idea to use that as my tabs for my separation in my alphabet. And then all I did was I glued it onto a paper clip that I had with glossy accents. And as you can see, I made tons of them, so that I had 13 of them. So that's that. And people can use that if they want to use. I know some people have included a tab in theirs. So I thought that would be a neat idea if they could use that for theirs also, or they don't have to. And then what I did was I took the Tim Holtz film strip, and I cut three of the film out, and then I took, and as you can see, I took the pictures on the back and adhered them onto two using glossy accents, and then I hot glued that down. And then my flower is made using two Marvy punches. I don't know what the names of these are. Doesn't say. But here's the medium, and then here's the small one. And I already have a tutorial on how I made these flowers a while back. You can check that out. What I did was I cut 4 of the larger size punch flower, and then 2 of the smaller one. Out of the 4, 2 are the same size, and then when I glued them down, they're off-centered. And then the two next side, the two other ones, I cut them down at the tips to make them more layered, and then I punched all the petals on that. And then the last two, I just left them the way they were and then off-centered them and glued them down. And then the pearls are pearls that come in a strip, and I cut it down. And I didn't like the white; it looked too stark on here. So I took the Adirondack alcoholing in caramel, and I just added it onto my blending tool, and just ran it across the pearls, let it dry for a moment, and then glued those down. So, and then the center are these aluminum roses that I got from Canterbury Lane on Etsy, and I'll put their link down below. I first was introduced to these by Arlene. She used them a lot. They have very fast delivery, and I like this. It's kind of in a coppery color, so I thought that was good for the center. And then what I did was, before I glued the center down and put it together, I sprayed it with my homemade glimmer mist that I made with folk art gold and some gold mica powders I put in there. So that's the flower. And then I just hot glued the film strip down, and then I hot glued the flower on top of that. And I liked the way it turned out, but it just seemed to have something missing, and so my husband and I, we brainstormed as to what to put in the center there. And I did a little research online, and I really liked the idea of the clapboard. So what I did was I punched squares out of white, real light chipboard, or cardboard actually, and cereal box, real thin. And then I took and punched it out in black. And I used this punch. It's by EK Success. I don't know what size this is. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 3/4 inch. And it worked out great. And all I did was I glued that on there so that there was white on the back. And then I took a strip of paper, and I just black cardstock and white cardstock, and I glued that on. And then I just cut the tip off, as you can see from here. And when it was all laid down, I took and punched a hole. I set it down on my mat, and I just punched the hole with the needle through both of them, and then I stuck a small little brad on the back. And all I did was, for the top part, I just took a black Sharpie and made the lines on it. And then see, it's functional, it moves. And then I put it on a pop dot. I wish I had some black, but I didn't, so I just used a white pop dot. And then I took my Galaxy glitter pen and wrote curtain call on here. And then I put that in the center. And I think it was the final touch that made it look really nice. And then on the back, I took and used my my address stamp, and I just stamped it on white cardstock, and then I came through with the Tim Holtz vintage photo, and did that all on the back there. And then I only used actually 3 ink pads for this whole thing. I used the black soot, and I used this to stamp out the Admit 1, because I don't know if you can tell, but it is embossed. And I just stamped it using the black soot, and then put clear embossing powder on top of it. And that's it on that. And then I also included another Rolodex paper, and I just, with my information, and I just put my business card on there. And what I did was I stamped around the edges using the Stampin' Up! Pad Perfect Plum. And that's all I did. I also stamped this just white cardstock and using the die again with my Cuttlebug. And then I just came in and distressed the edges and attached that. So everyone will get one of those and the page. And they're already, Bona should have received it either yesterday or she'll receive them today. But that's it, and I hope that this video turned out clear because I'm using my new Nikon Coolpix. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.